Quest 5 at Ebon. A mysterious puppet is delivered. Here Daffodil says that about half an hour ago this puppet package was delivered, and since the courier was in a hurry, she gave her signature to proceed. Edgar checks on Bagel and finds that the 5 similar puppets also deliver here in hetero. He further says that rumors spread that anomaly drains out the life out of human to make them a puppet. Hearing this, they decide to contact BAC. JTF member arrives and they explain the situation to him, and Hotori, Appraiser and Daffodil comes with them for investigation. But before, Hotori insists that since we will not be working at Ebon for a while, we'll need a compensation for it. JTF member agrees. At BSc, Nelly comes in and says since this is online arrest, they decide to assign teams specializing in anomaly crime and meme anomalies. Anomaly crimes, which refer to human crimes involving some sort of characteristics of anomalies. In elevator, Hotori part ways as she called by Alpha for some work or something. After that, we get introduced to new characters, Chaos and Lavinia. Here Daffodil explains the situation to them and further explains that the delivery person was a young girl, not tall, short hairs with delivery uniform, but did not saw her face cause baseball cap covering her face. Chaos hearing this says that it was fake because they investigated and saw that there was no such package delivered, and came to the conclusion that someone is disguised as delivery person to deliver this package. Now Appraiser takes a look of a puppet. After examining, she says that all 6 puppets have similar aura, and come to conclusion that puppet turning into puppets were just a rumor. Here Chaos says according to investigation, someone hacked into bunch of Bagel accounts and started this rumor. Blackbird has says that if we can determine identity of names of cars, she may be able to help them. She may take a look at the glimpse of their fate through divination. After that, Daffodil stays to wait for Hotori while Appraiser goes back to Ebon. The next day, client comes in and says that some anomaly at sharp 9 p.m. comes in and attacks her, but she didn't get hurt. She got recommended here by her friend. Now at full first, Appraiser, Daffodil, Nanali and the client Rene arrives and meet her friend Fuka. Fuka says that she's thankful for Daffodil for helping them in past, but Daffodil doesn't remember. Fuka says that during the attack on Rene, she was there but she didn't saw any anomaly there. According to her, Rene was just crouching down and was muttering that not to hurt her, even though no one was there. At first they thought that she was just hallucinating, but since Rene told it was happening every day at 9, they thought it's not an hallucination. Now at parking lot, Anomaly comes in, but you fight and defeats it for time being. Here Anomaly drops the same type of car. They all contact Chaos. Chaos says that he's also after that anomaly, but still don't know the mastermind of this case. They realize that Fuka who recommended Rene at Ebon vanished. Then they all head to Witch's house. There they all explain the Rene's situation to Blackbird. Here they say that the fight only lasted 10 minutes. Hearing this, Blackbird says that this is rule-based anomaly, and to defeat it we must need to understand its rules. Now Blackbird does divination on Rene. Here she saw blackness. So after divination, Blackbird says that about the similar incidents with her about blackness with other women. There once was a lady named Delor, head of Constantine family, who was bored of life because she lived too long cause she seemed to be immortal, who seemed to make a contract with Anomaly to be immortal but for a price, of course, and her family ended decades ago. Delor's unhappy with life comes for divination from Blackbird to make a change, but she too saw blackness as Rene. Blackbird says to Delor that if you want something, you must first give. Hearing that, Delor seems to be at ease. After that, Appraiser, Nanali and Daffodil goes back to Ebon. Here they discuss today's incident. Next day, suddenly Chaos and Rene comes and they show the mail that Rene received from the Rule Anomaly debt collector. Appraiser takes a look at the card. It has Rene's name and address. The card seems real since the person who has to create fake one needs to see the original one to make such a convincing card. By this, they narrows down the suspect that Fuka, who saw the battle last night, and the delivery guy who delivered the package may be working together. The address is of former Constantine estate. They ask Rene if she is connected to that family, but Rene denies and says that she is just a taxi driver. Then at estate, you see an owl with a cherry blossom tree. Rene suddenly starts talking that she used to climb on that tree as a child. By saying this, Chaos thinks that Rene is somehow connected to Constantine family. Further, Rene says that she used to climb at at the top of the tree to get the prettiest flower for a big sis. Suddenly they get teleported to Rem, which has mansion of Constantine family. Here only appraiser Rainy is present, and it seems others are on the current version of mansion. They walk around and sees that the soul-like thing of family having dinner. The woman there sees, and suddenly the souls and table there gets big, and suddenly you fight the anomalies that spawn there. After that they think that the anomaly is replaying the events from the past, but it seems that the lady there, if she's from memory, she still made eye contact with us. Now the time is 1 o'clock. It has same bell chime as when debt collector anomaly appear, and they gets to main hall. Meanwhile, on the other side, the current version of Rem, here Nanali says that it seems that Rene, who talk about climbing on trees, accidentally dispel the illusion and make it more obvious that Rene is connected to this family. Now again at past. At main hall, there are so many people from past who seem to interact with them. Then they talk to few people there to figure out what's going on. After that, Rene talks to Bella. Bella says that I'm your big sister, address me in formal manner, and goes on about how she don't like adult gatherings, hidden cabinet and such, and mother spoil you. Hearing this, Rene kinda remembers that she is part of Constantine family, and sees Bella bound to this place waiting for Rene's return. This is a memory of mansion from the past, and everything replays over and over again, and says to Rene that to come to the past and reclaim all the mistakes. Now she tries to talk to her mother, Delore, but couldn't cause of others waiting there. Then appraiser says that if the scene plays right on schedule, the people there will be vanished as soon as the salon ends at 3 o'clock. Now on to the outside. They investigate area, and Daffodil says to Nanelli that not to tamper with clock as it may be connected to debt collector, who is rule-based anomaly who follows time. Suddenly they fight anomaly. Now time passes to 3 o'clock. On to the other side. Rennie talks to Taylor, her mother, who seems to be happy to see her. She says that she hated Salon but kept running to reverse the decline of the family and now wants to end this. And she says that family matters the most, and then disappears. Bella suddenly appears and says that Dolores chose eternal life, which has no end, which is a curse, and according to Bella, Renee too chose eternal life, and she says how mother used to love her so much. Then they goes to Cherry Blossom Tree. Now on the other side, Nanny Daffodil too comes in, but in present realm. They fight the anomalies there again at past realm. There the scene plays that Rennie climbing onto tree to get cherry blossom flower but falls down, but Bella catches her and gives her flower. Bella starts rambling that how Rennie brought curse to the family even though they all loved her, and says everyone was loyal to her and does whatever to put smile on her face, but Mother Delos seems unsatisfied cause according to Bella, Rennie betrayed the family. Again on the other side, Nanelli Daffodil finds the debt collector anomaly and he doesn't want to attack them only to Rennie at 9 o'clock. And according to Blackbird, the debt collector will only nullify when mission is complete. They'll look for the clues. After that, Nanali says with so many siblings in this big mansion, she wonders what it's like to play here and asks the question to Daffodil that whether she had siblings, to which she says that she had non-blood related siblings and also mother who is non-blood related who lived in garden, and further says that she used her children to suit her fancy, but now Daffodil seems glad that she left them and that place. Now they read the ledger and find that all members except Renee had 0 number. Renee has number 20088. They come to the conclusion that the number are lifespan in days and 20088 roughly translates to 50 years, but according to Blackbird, Constantine family already made their demise 50 years ago and Renee should not be alive, and therefore debt collector is after her to collect the debt, and also conclude that the puppets were Renee's family removed by debt collector. On the other side again, Bella rambles to her mother Delore that we were loyal and Renee was spoiled brat, that you turned blind eye, cause when she was born the curse transferred from Delore to Renee, making her to live endlessly. Hearing this, Renee panics that she may curse the entire family and she was responsible for their demise. Now mini game of hide and seek. After that, Bella once again goes on about that you betrayed us and brought the curse, and says that the mother Delore gave her eternal present. Appraiser there feels that something is not right. It seems that this Bella orchestrated this incident to play mind games on Rennie. Now they goes to dining hall. There Rennie says that she don't want to eat cause she's not hungry and says that her cricket is not there, maybe it left, to which Delore says that life and death happens. it's part of life. Don't worry, you'll find new shinier crickets who will sing for you. And now at Dolores' room. Little Rennie is still sad about cricket, but because of this, Dolores tells her a story to sleep to. The story goes like this. There was a skilled carpenter who breathed life onto wooden puppets. But as she grew older, her eyesight and hands was not as good as it used to before, which is required to create those puppets. Once you remember people saying that if she's as she is, then she should make her an assistant. So she made up her mind and makes the child strong and nimble. Everyone praised her for that, but she shook her head and said, "No, this isn't real child." Then they create most beautiful child, but again she said, "This isn't real child." Then made more puppet children like entertainer and magician, but again same response, not real children. Now again the carpenter was really trying to make child puppet, but this time she forgot to close the door and the wind comes in and sweeps away the fire and the warmth in the room. She closed the door and went to the fireplace for warmth and realized that puppets get cold too. That's why she makes sure to cover them with scarves and blankets and made most ordinary looking puppet and kissed all of them on forehead. And she was relieved and slept. Next day the puppet kissed back and then this time she felt that puppets are real child. Bella comes in and rambles as usual and says that eternal pleasure that mother gave is now in Rennie's eye, and everyone will forgive you as long as you give me the eternal present. But Appraiser steps in and says not to listen and asks Bella who actually she is. Now this cutscene, here Rennie gives the eternal gift to Bella. Now you fight Bella or Zanko in this case. Then this crazy cutscene. Here Chaos, Nanole and Daffodil comes in too, but as soon as 9 o'clock, Debt Collector comes in for Rennie, but Appraiser and Chaos try to stop it. Here Daffodil gets injured a little to save Nanole from Zanko, and also reveal that Zanko is her sister and says mother misses you. Here Zanko escapes through portal. Now all of them there fights Debt Collector. After defeating it, Rennie gets free from anomaly spell, but Zanko got escaped. She's the member of criminal organization, the Scarlet Letter. Peter will look further into the aftermath of this investigation of connection between Debt Collector and Scarlet Letter. Then they all goes to Ebon. Their Appraiser meets Daffodil. Their Daffodil says that the Zanko used Esper ability to alter family history, making her responsible for her family demise, leading her to voluntarily give up her eternal gift. The user must voluntarily give her gift through verbal consent to make it work. So it seems Scarlet Letter acquired more than one rare anomaly, just like the incident in Abyss Auction House. Daffodil, the former member of Scarlet Letter, worries about her mother, Madame T, and what Zanko said to her. But Appraiser assures that you are now Daffodil of Ebon family. Next day, Rennie and Linko from ETT6 comes in. Linko gives Hotori a compensation commission fee, while Rennie thanks for protecting her, and since she got new life, she decides to travel the world. So yeah, that's it. That's the final quest so far. If you like it, then like and sub. Bye.